It's a winter morning in Moscow, 1984. A young mother is bundling her child into a coat, rushing him off to school. She worries about food shortages, long lines, maybe even the Cold War headlines on the radio. What she doesn't know is that, far beneath the earth, a machine is waiting. If the wrong signals appear on its sensors, it will decide without her leaders, without anyone, that this ordinary morning will be the last one she, her son, and millions of others will ever live. This machine was real. The Soviets called it perimeter. The world knows it as dead hand. Living with the fear, across the world, people lived with the same silent terror. In the U.S., schoolchildren practiced duck and cover drills. A teacher in Kansas recalled her class huddling under desks, tiny hands over their heads, as if wood and paper could stop fire from the sky. In the Soviet Union, families stocked basements with jars of pickles and potatoes, what little they could, because no one knew when or if the bombs might fall. Behind the scenes, leaders in Moscow weren't just thinking about war. They were thinking about what happens if they don't survive it. Their nightmare was simple: the U.S. launches a surprise strike, wipes out Moscow's leadership, and the Soviet Union dies without firing back. So they made a choice that feels almost inhuman: build a machine that would guarantee revenge, even if every human being with the authority to decide was already gone. How Dead Hand worked. Dead Hand wasn't a single button, but a chain of machines designed to remove human hesitation. Seismic sensors to detect nuclear blasts, radiation detectors to confirm the unthinkable had begun. Lines of communication waiting for silence from the Kremlin. If the system concluded that Moscow had been destroyed, it would launch command missiles. These rockets didn't carry warheads, they carried orders. Orders that would wake up hidden missile silos, submarines under the Arctic, and bombers in secret hangars. Fire, now, at everything. It was the ultimate insurance policy. But insurance for leaders meant terror for everyone else. Ordinary families knew their lives might be decided not by generals or presidents but by circuits buried in the ground. The fragility of humanity. We know how close the world came to destruction because of humans. But strangely, it's those humans who saved us. Take Stanislav Petrov, a Soviet officer in 1983. His computer screen screamed, 5 U.S. nuclear missiles incoming. The machine told him to report it, which would trigger retaliation. He sat in silence, sweat dripping, knowing every second mattered. Something in him hesitated. He didn't believe it. He disobeyed protocol and declared it a false alarm. He was right. It was sunlight bouncing off clouds. His doubt his humanity may have saved the world. Dead Hand would never have doubted. That's the terrifying difference. Dead Hand wasn't just a machine. It was a mirror of human fear so great that leaders built something to carry out revenge when no one was left alive to feel it. For the millions of families who lived under its shadow, life went on. Children went to school, mothers cooked dinner, fathers worked shifts. But every day carried the same silent question: will today be the day it all ends? And maybe the hardest truth is this: Dead Hand forces us to ask if survival should ever be left to machines. Or if our only real hope lies in fragile, flawed, human doubt. If you want more stories that reveal the human side of hidden machines and near disasters, subscribe, because history's most dangerous secrets are never just about weapons, they're about us.